Now, some unfortunate news coming in indicates that there has been a train accident in the Western region. We've been joined by our regional correspondent, Akwasi Agyei Anim. Thank you very much for joining us, Anim.
Hi, Primo.
Right, so bring us up to speed. Where exactly did this accident happen?
Well, Primo, just a little after 7:30, we had this accident happening at exactly the railway crossing at Sekondi in Kontumpo, which is some few meters away from the Fiankwanta Regional. So I would say behind the Fiankwanta Regional Hospital in Sekondi. This collision between a railway, a tipper truck. I was trying to say a tipper truck that was actually overspeeding, according to eyewitness, getting to the railway crossing at Ikontopo, and not knowing the flag officer over there or the signal man was actually signaling that a train was on its way coming from Sekondi heading towards the harbour. And this is a manganese wagon train actually carrying manganese from Insuta to Takrade Harbour. And so this tipper truck was coming from Takrade heading towards Sekondi, and we have this train also coming from Kojo Krom going to Takrade Harbour. And so that tipper truck now, I'm told, was overspeeding, failed to stop. And so it collided with the train, that is a manganese wagon train that is heading towards the Takrade. And so far, nobody has died, but it recorded some injuries. From eyewitness, about 3 people have been removed. That is the train driver sustained some injuries, and then the tipper truck and his mate also have sustained some injuries. So they have been taken to Fiankwanta Regional Hospital. But what is surprising is that this is coming just within 3 days that we recorded a major one at Wassa Manson in the Wassa area of the Western region, where there was another collision. That time was between two same manganese tipper trucks. One was stationary in the Wassa Manson town, and then an oncoming train also coming from Insuta proper heading towards Takrade went to actually crash into this stationary train. And with that one, we had about 4 people dying on the first day, and then on the next day, we had one of the injured also dying. So within 3 days ago, we've already recorded 5 deaths, with 4 people still at the Fiankwanta Hospital receiving treatment, hoping that they will be able to get out of the place anytime soon. And this evening, we've also recorded another one at Sekondi Kontupo railway crossing.
Right now, Eddie, please paint a picture of the area to us and why we seem to be recording accidents within some short period of time.
Well, as you know, right now we don't have any of the passenger trains actually working, but the major trains that are actually on the rail is the manganese trucks. So far, we have about 10% of our manganese coming from Insuta all the way to Takrade Harbour, and we have 90% of it coming by road. And so the only traffic we have on the rail lines right now are all basically manganese wagon trains that actually bring manganese to Takrade Harbour. Where this accident happened, that is in Kontopo crossing, it's one of the 2 main roads between Takrade and Sekondi. We have the main road coming through Sekondi town proper, and this one is the beach road coming to Takrade. And on the beach road, when you get to the Nkontopo portion, we have a railway crossing where you have to stop when you are signaling that the train is coming. But from what we are getting, this tipper truck that was overspeeding failed to stop. And so the train just came in to crash it. And that is why we have this accident with 3 people sustaining injuries.
Right, thank you very much, Anim. We will come to you later for further updates.